Iowa Republican gubernatorial candidate Eddie Andrews is demanding his opponent, Adam Steen, drop out of the race. The demand follows a ballot challenge that nearly knocked Andrews out of the Republican primary.
Two other Republicans in the race are now calling on Steen to step aside. Iowa Capitol Bureau reporter Isabella Warren breaks down how we got here.
It has been a turbulent week for the Republican governor race. Candidate Eddie Andrews is demanding his opponent, Adam Steen, drop out days after Steen's campaign tried to knock Andrews off the ballot. Steen confirmed in a social media statement that his campaign asked for petition signatures from every Republican candidate in the race from the Secretary of State's office. Steen says the campaign then gave those records to supporter David Bush, who filed a challenge claiming Andrews did not collect enough valid signatures to qualify for the ballot. Iowa law requires governor candidates to collect at least 100 signatures in at least 19 counties.
I hope we haven't gotten to the point that supporting a candidate and wanting election integrity are mutually exclusive.
A state objection panel ruled Andrews qualifies for the ballot. Andrews says Steen's campaign played a role in organizing the objection.
He called me, Adam called me on the 17th, made the same offer. If you don't want to, if you're not going to be on Team Steen, we are going to challenge you. And I said, thank you very much. I humbly declined that interesting offer.
Now, Steen's campaign denied that claim several times, saying Bush acted independently. Andrews has also accused Steen's campaign of threatening to challenge his signatures if he refused to drop out of the race. Steen's campaign also denies those allegations.
When we came down on March 13th, they met us here. Their team met us, his campaign manager and communications director, and said, we are going to file a challenge. We're going to challenge every signature that you have.
Other Republican candidates are calling for Steen to step aside. Brad Sherman, in a statement, called Steen deceitful, while Randy Feenstra's campaign said Steen was caught red-handed. In Des Moines, I'm Isabella Warren.
We reached out to Adam Steen's campaign for comment on the calls to drop out, but they did not immediately respond. The Republican primary is June 2nd.